I think your reaction there kind of explains just how competitive, just how intense a game like that was. How would you describe what that one took to get the job done?
Yeah, physically, emotionally, draining. That's what the playoffs are. That's what the finals is. It's a dogfight. And Miami's a good ass team. We're a good ass team too. So you put two good ass teams on the floor together, it's gonna be some high level basketball. We saw that tonight. We know they're not going to quit regardless of who they play, who's out there, and no matter who we play and who we put out there, they're going to play out their play. So just a ton of grit, ton of fight. Good resiliency from us to come back and keep answering every time that Miami threw a punch.
I know all season long for you guys as a team, it started on the defensive end. When it particularly comes to Jimmy Butler, he started that first quarter, had a quick 11, and then finished a combined 11 points for the remaining 3 quarters. What did you guys do differently over those final 3 that were able to kind of keep him at bay?
Yeah, we just shored up our defense a little bit, had better containment. We had good shows from some of our guards when we were trying to blitz out, keep length on him, keep AD on him, and then when you got AD, who defensive player of the year finalist, let a late play in the game, it just shows how good of a player he is.
Alex, you guys now have 2 days. It's not 1 day in between your next game, and you guys are of course 1 game away from winning a title. You guys talk about jobs not done this entire way. What's going to be the focus, and how do you keep that kind of edge to make sure you guys come in the way you need to close this out?
Yeah, the next game is going to be the hardest game of the playoffs for us. Closeout games are always unpredictable. You always get the best shot from the other team, and in the finals, this is everything up for grabs. So I know Miami's going to come with everything they have. They're going to give us different looks. They're going to try and keep us off balance, and then 2 days of rest will allow all our guys to get healthy, all their guys to get healthy, and we'll roll the ball out and see who wins game 5.
Okay, let's go to Brad Turner.
Alex, we have pretty much talked all season long about that third score. Tonight it seemed to come from all over the place, from KCP, Danny, Kuz, Markeith, yourself, Rondo getting the ball. How big was it to have you guys as a group provide that extra offense and defense for AD and LeBron?
Yeah, we know what AD and LeBron are going to bring to the table every night. They're going to get the attention, they're going to get their shots, they're going to get their numbers because they're 2 of the best players in the world. Our third star or best player is whoever has the open shot. And tonight, early it was KCP had a couple shots to open it up for us. Doe started being aggressive in the second quarter, get to the rim. I found myself a couple open shots from my teammates, and likewise for all the other guys that you mentioned. It's just about being ready to shoot. We have 2 of the best passers in the game, if not the best. So we know when we're open, we're going to get the ball. So we got to be ready to do our job whenever the ball gets to us.
Okay, let's go on site for some questions.
I'll go to Sam Amick. Go ahead, Sam.
Alex, you talk about 2 good-ass teams fighting. When you fight in a tight game like that all night long, and then AD finally hits that 3, LeBron gets out the Ric Flair woo. Everybody's fired up. But what's that relief after 2 hours of competition? And you feel like you got it?
Yeah, well, once the final buzzer goes off, that's the real relief. Sure. But as soon as AD shot it, I knew it was going in. It's just what he does. He takes shots late in the game. If he misses it, I'll get shocked. That's just who he is. He's a big time player. He steps up, and after battling and getting it to 5 or 6, and then they make a run, having to extend it back to 5 or 6, finally push it up to 8 or 9 late in the game. That's winning basketball.
Yeah, Alex. Jimmy is 5 for 5 in the first quarter. Ends up 3 for 14 or something like that. The rest of the way, what did you guys do defensively to contain?
We tried to do a better job of leaving length and size to guard him. Keith, Braun, AD. When you have weapons like that, you just try to give them different looks, and we try to do our best to stay with the shooters as the guards and not get mismatches. And we did a good job of containing them after that with our length and our size.
Believe that.
Did you guys have any conversations in the last 2 days about increasing the competitiveness and sort of meeting Miami's desperation?
Yeah, that's part of the game. You go up 2-0. That's part of the game that nobody ever talks about. It's really hard to continuously beat good teams. And, you know, like we saw, you lose a couple games, you play a little more desperate, you play with a better sense of urgency. And I thought tonight we did a better job from the jump, meeting or exceeding at times their energy, their aggression, and just battling, you know, running into crash the boards, boxing out, containing the guy on defense, just showing that championship will. And I think it showed up in the end tonight.
This is kind of related to that, but just the physical demand of a game like that. I mean, it seems like guys on the floor every possession. Can you describe the physical effort it takes to beat that team and the toll that it takes?
I mean, as much physical as it is emotional and mental, you know, to be able to move past falling on the ground and getting hurt and locking back in mentally to your assignment, locking back into where you're supposed to be to help your teammates. That's part of the game. You know, that's part of the trade that nobody really talks about. You know, everybody sees the shooting and the rebounds. Doing stuff like that is just as hard. You know, Miami's great at it, and we're great at it. I mean, I think that's why you get such high-level games.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.